katika jina la Yesu. Asante.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's okay. We miss it. Thank you very, very much, Pastor Alex, Chairman of the Nakuru Pastors Fellowship. We also acknowledge Nakuru Church elders, now all the bishops, reverends, pastors. Very delighted for you to have had the time to have had that worship service with us as Nakuru County this morning or this afternoon. Your Excellency, as you know, Nakuru is that place where even in 2017, we finished off with prayers, and I believe that is what helped us to get that victory in 2017. The only problem that, the only slight mistake we did is we did promise that we would come back after the win and have prayers in Nakuru. But as we all know, because none of us live under a rock, things just sometimes don't go as planned. But Nakuru is solidly behind you, Your Excellency, and I am so glad this afternoon to have had it come from our very senior church elders, bishops, and reverends and pastors. Because for me, initially, I would have thought it's a no-brainer. I would have thought if you look at the two options we have in the race, because the others, I mean, I wouldn't put the other guy in that. We would put him in that race. So really there is just two options, yeah? To me, maybe as a lay person, perhaps as a politician, or I prefer to call myself a leader, but I would have thought it was a no-brainer that between the two, it was obvious who the choice should be. But again, we don't assume, and it's great to hear it come from you. We have been all here for the last 5 years. We have seen who has stood with our churches, who has stood with our Christian faithfuls. Even midway through this term, we have seen who tried to bring a bill to Parliament to make sure that even, I think, tithe is, there is a what? What were they trying to do? Is regulated, right? And we know who stood up for the church as he went around this country and said that him and his members, or those who support him in that parliament, will not agree to go that direction. We also know, sometimes we know because we see. Sometimes we are told, don't tell me, let me see what you're doing. I'm not saying it properly. But what I mean, we've seen who has been going to the churches in the last 5 years. We know those who are just now finding their way there, if at all. Yeah? But above that, you know, it's also good to be honest. We also know when we talk of our mama, who is our big intercessor, and you all don't even need to be told that, yeah? We also know who said, close the small churches. We don't need to be told. In law, it just says the thing speaks for itself. Yes? We also know who came to Nakuru County, this blessed land of ours, in Elbagon or Molo. And it rained during one of their campaign rallies. And we know who said, Mungu Anatukonjolea. So, the point being, I believe, and I am happy that you have clarified this morning, the choice is obvious. We know who will stand with the church, and we know those who will come in and try to close down the churches. You are also aware, as our church leaders, who had pushed to have the registration of churches banned. Si mnajua hivyo? See, they just reopened it now because they knew tukisema itakuwa shida. But you all know who had stopped the registration of new churches in this country. So what I'm saying, today, even saying no names, you know who will stand with the church. And as a country, because we are a country of God, we want that leader who will stand with the church. And I finish it with that, because you know. So it is now my singular, and before I do that, I also will stand with the church at the county level. You know, I have also supported and worked with you, so I also ask very gently for your support, for your prayers and your support. So it is now my singular honor to invite our chief guest here, who will soon be the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you.